CAA, Mike London. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Rob.
Good morning. Tough loss for your team, 55-16 at UVA. Obviously, a challenging environment against an ACC team. As you've gone back and looked at film, what was your takeaway from the game?
Yeah, obviously, they control the game and kind of in every aspect of it. When you go 2 for 13, third down, and 0 for 2 and fourth down, that's opportunities where you can't advance the ball. And they were 9 for 16, I believe, for third down for us against our defense. And so when you look at it, the time of possession was about 15 minutes. That's a quarter. That's an entire quarter. So basically, for 3 quarters, we had opportunities in 1 quarter worth of time. They had the ball that whole time. They did a great job. Obviously, we're living in a different world where you play FBS teams that have opportunities to compensate their players. Their quarterback deserves everything they're giving them. They're paying them. But they had an opportunity to put a team together that I know Coach Elliott thinks is going to give them a chance to win. But we can control the controllables for us. And like I said, not very standard in terms of what we've done, what we've shown. Obviously it's a learning opportunity for us to get better and get into the concepts of getting ready to play like-minded opponents. Next home game here at Zabel against a team we played in the past, but that's a really good football team as well. And make the corrections and move forward. You can talk about all those things. Instead of looking in the rearview mirror, we're looking out the out of the windshield right now. And things that are in front of us. So, but I'm very, very encouraged about this team and who we are, and look forward to playing our next game.
Question for you this morning from Marty. Good morning, Marty.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Marty.
3 games in. Talk about the facets of your game that you like right now, and talk about some things coming into this last non-conference game for at least 7 weeks anyway. That you want to improve on.
Yeah, I like the grit and determination of our team. There's a lot of new leaders that are playing, a new quarterback that's out there in front, showing signs of being able to throw the ball down the field. And that's one of the things we got to continue to keep doing, is highlighting our guys, 50-50 ball guys that can go down the field and go up and get it. Devin Thompson was one of them. Young player Al Honesty was another one that was involved with that. So I think we can improve there. But obviously, we got to improve in the third down situations, not getting third down long. You allow teams to pass rush, pin their ears back, and get after you. So those are the elements of that. I think this game we played a lot of young players as well. I mean, you're going to have to in this conference. We were lucky to have a early conference game. Now we're having our last out of conference game against Coastal, and so you have a chance to see your growth and developments from that standpoint, Marty. But yeah, like I said, I stay encouraged. Even the results that occurred on Saturday, there's some things that obviously we've got to correct without a doubt. But there's some things one block away, guy in the right gap, those types of things, and that can make you productive and competitive. So this week coming up, getting ready for a really good Charleston Southern football team is about taking care of us, the details of us. And and learn from mistakes and then move forward.
Talk a little bit about Charleston Southern. What they do, what impresses you.
Yeah, we played them a couple years ago. Really good football team, fast, athletic. And if you look, I just had my friend Coach Jordan was on playing 2 FBS teams. They've played 2 FBS teams as well. Vandy and Coastal. And so, and the Coastal score was 13-0. And that's a team that Virginia beat 48-7. So it's a good athletic, fast football team. It was interesting that Coach Kosh was just talking as well. They played Lindenwood, a school out from St. Louis, Missouri. And they came back and scored 3 touchdowns in the very end and beat Charleston Southern. So highly athletic team, guys that can run. They play fast. and their quarterback is a guy that can distribute the ball, but he can also run it himself. Defensively, they're 3-4 defense that does well in terms of their corners and their linebacker play. And then special teams, they have a punter that can really place the ball. I think he was one of their conference players of the week. And so they got a complete team. They played 3 games, like I said, 2 FBS teams and a really good Lindenwood team. And so we're going to have our work cut out for us, but we're excited about the challenge of being back home, control the controllables that we have, and then look forward for a competitive contest for our 4 o'clock game here at Zabel.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Marty.
Mike, you mentioned the big play where Devin was able to get wide open there behind the defense for that 79-yard catch and finish the day with 5 catches for 108 yards. What does he bring to your receiving group?
Well, obviously, one, he's got the size, being 6'3" plus, the wingspan to go up and get the ball. And I mentioned some of the other receivers we have too, but it was good to see our freshman Al Honesty, who's got the same kind of measurables that will give you a chance, to go against some corners that might not be the same height. Those guys will go up and get it. So, we'll get better at distributing the ball, but also taking those vertical shots. And I think with Ty, and Noah, Ty, and the guys that we're getting the ball to, that the explosive play is critical. I think this game, Virginia had 18 explosive plays. We had 6. That's not a recipe for success. Obviously, it's a recipe that causes you to lose because those explosive plays extend the first down plus. And so whether it was missed tackles in the hole, them getting behind our defense or not setting the edge defensively, then they made the most of their opportunities. But I think with those guys, what I just mentioned, have a chance to flip that and show that we're highly capable of having those kind of explosive plays as well.
You mentioned Noah Brannick. You were able to get him some time. How valuable is that to get your reserve quarterback some action, especially against an ACC level defense, to see what he can do under fire?
Yeah, I thought Noah did a great job coming in and managing and showing his skill set. Led us to 2 scores, had a couple good runs, real good passes. And so the number 2 quarterback or the guy that's right behind the number 1 now, unless you're lucky, you got lucky charms or something like that to go through a whole season without having any injury or any impediments, that's pretty rare. But I'm glad that we have a guy that's very capable, as you saw, go in that can score points, move the offense, and kind of direct things in a way that allows him to be successful, which in turn is going to allow us to be successful. So, and Noah's he studies, he's him watching film all the time, and the two of him and Ty have the complete confidence of the team.
Got a follow-up question here from Marty. Go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, while you're talking about the quarterbacks, talk about what Brian Randall has brought to that room this year.
Yeah, Marty, Brian is a talented individual, talented person, talented coach. He's a coach that's been there, done that. And a lot of times, coaches are coaching positions that perhaps they didn't play, but they're really good coaches. Brian is one of those guys that played the position. And so, sometimes you can get in the ear of a quarterback and talk about things, reads, when to pull the ball down and go, the tempo of the running game, of calling plays, getting information out to our wide receivers. He's done all that. And so when you've been there, done that, and now you're coaching players or coaching quarterbacks, and you have a mindset of having been there and done that before, it helps. It helps tremendously. And I think you're going to see the growth and development of our guys, of our quarterback, of Ty Hughes, of Noah. You're going to see a growth and development that a guy that's played the position at the highest level can offer his advice and the coaching techniques and things that are needed. And that's where we are right now. And we're looking for another improvement in that quarterback play in that room. But Coach Randall has been a valuable asset to this program and to his position group.
And a guy style-wise who was kind of as a quarterback like your guys, can pass and run.
You talk about their guy?
I'm talking about Brian Randall was a guy guy
Oh,
who
yeah.
can pass and run, sort of like your guys can do.
Yeah, he does. So again, you can talk about make your reads and then hitch up and then when possible and when appropriate, pull the ball and go or dump the ball off. So I think him having done that, there's never a clean pocket for quarterbacks when they drop back and pass. You just got to be able sometimes to stand in there, go through your reads and make the throws, and then there'll be appropriate things, signals, signs, things that you allow you to use your feet. And I think Brian, having a chance to talk to both those quarterbacks has an experience level that can speak to their development, and that's key. We got to continue to keep developing in that area for us to be successful. And we want to get back on that opportunity this Saturday, 4 o'clock at Zabel.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Marty.
All right, Mike. Thanks as always for your time here today. Good luck